Hi Virgo, welcome. So Virgo, this is going to be your August reading. And my readings are timeless, by the way. August is just the timestamp for when I'm posting it, but it can resonate with you at any point in time. Usually whenever you find this reading, that's when it's for you, okay? But we're going to go ahead and get into it. I'm going to do the spiritual general reading first, and then we're going to do the second part, which is the you versus them detailed love portion of the reading. If you're only interested in the love reading, you can click on the link in the description box and it will take you straight to it. So, Virgo, wow, you've got the fourth house here. That kind of flew out when I was doing my little intro. I feel like, Spirit's got something to say for you today, and it's all about family, home, children, your background, comfort, your inner world. Sometimes this card also highlights real estate. And what you do for a living, okay? So all of those areas may be highlighted for you as we go through August and into September and into your birth month, by the way, which we're coming up on rather quickly. So let's see what else. Actually, I want to use these cards. I'm going to use the Osho Zen cards and see what else we have coming in for you, Virgo. You have the card of exhaustion, rebirth, straight. Ooh. Compromise. Let's get, I only wanted one more. Hold on a second. One more. And the mind. So it's really interesting. I feel like, be careful about your mind playing tricks on you. We are getting ready to go into a Mercury retrograde, or actually I think we began it today, but it might be tomorrow. And sometimes that can really play on our mind, play on our hearts as well, okay? So I feel like be careful what you're lending your mind to. There might be some exhaustion or just a lot going on upstairs, you know what I mean? Where you may find yourself overdoing it, overthinking something, and needing to move away from that energy. You also have the card of rebirth and compromise. So I love the card of rebirth. It reminds me of the death card in the tarot, which is all about transformations. Yes, it does talk about endings, but it also represents new beginnings, like a clearing of the slate. So you have some sort of rebirthing energy coming through for you. And then the card of compromise, which is about finding mutuality with the people that are meaningful to you. Finding compromise, especially in your most intimate relationships where maybe there's something out of balance there or something that's exhausting you, and here is an opportunity to kind of find balance within yourself when it comes to that person or that situation. So let's see what else you have. And I also want to say, this is weird, and it's just a side note. I'm not sure if this is at all meaningful to you guys, but I never get heart palpitations, and I have had heart palpitations like crazy today. Almost feels like I have butterflies in my chest, and I knew I was going to do this reading. So I don't know if that's something you're also dealing with, Virgo, or when you're around a certain group of people or a certain person, you start to feel anxiety or butterflies or something. But anyways, you have the Ace of Wands here, which is beautiful energy. So this is all about creativity, passion, inspiration. And I also got the word compassion, having compassion for yourself, for others, not pushing yourself beyond your limits, because also the fourth house talks about being comfortable and stable. And I feel like a lot of you, that's really what you're craving, okay? Is that comfortable, stable, either home or lifestyle or relationship. Not looking for a whole lot of drama right now, I feel, Virgo. So let's see what else we have coming through for my yeah, still, every breath I take, I feel like a little bit of a palpitation. It's super weird. Weird. Yeah. Okay. Eight of Pentacles, Two of Wands. I have a song stuck in my head. I have no idea who sings it, but she says, talk about a mouth made for silence. Talk about a mouth made for silence. Oh, goodness. Oh. Okay. So, Virgo, there's a lot of like future planning, looking to your future type of energy, but there's also a lot of work on yourself going on. Some of you may be trying to perfect some sort of craft so that you can like advance yourself or advance your career for some of you. But it's like, I feel a lot of you working towards like your future goals, your future plans, future vacations for some of you, and really being focused there. Now, when it comes to, I feel this is on an emotional level, there may be something that you're really hyper fixated on that has the ability to completely exhaust you. And it's like a very hurtful energy as well. It's almost like self-torture. Some of you are like torturing yourself with your mind, you know, by thinking of like worst case scenarios or things that have hurt you, things that were said that can't be taken back, and you know, really getting stuck there. And I don't feel like you're in this energy all of the time, because a lot of your attention is going towards like your future and future planning. But especially in your downtime, I feel like you're getting stuck in this rut where you're continually maybe coming back to something that really played on your mind and completely exhausted you, okay? And it has a tendency to make you feel distant, or you may come off distant, you know. It's a very guarded energy as well. And it's just like running a conversation through your mind over and over again, or some sort of information that you found out. And it's really not healthy for you, and you know it. Like, you're aware of this, right? But for whatever reason, I feel like this has a hold of you sometimes. So let's see what else. Let's go deeper on that. Let's go into the emotions. 3 of Pentacles. And it's funny that I got that song, A Mouth Made for Silence. So I feel like this isn't really something that you're coming forward with, or maybe speaking about to just anyone, or maybe not anyone at all. I feel like this is something that I heard suffer in silence, that you deal with, you struggle with in silence, okay? Whew, and it's giving me heart palpitations, Virgo, so let it out. And here's one thing I have noticed. When I don't properly clear my energy, or I don't honor a part of myself, it blocks one of my chakras. And right now I feel a blockage in the heart chakra, an energetic blockage, okay? And since I don't believe in coincidences, you may also be experiencing this. And so for me, when there's a block in this core chakra here, it's usually because I'm not genuinely following my heart. Like, there's a heart's desire here that I'm either not honoring, not expressing, or not allowing myself to go towards for whatever reason. And I feel like there's something weighing on your heart here, or something you have on your heart, Virgo, that needs to be expressed, okay? Or that maybe needs to be looked at a little bit deeper, so you can get to the core of what this blockage is for you. Some of you have a decision to make here about a relationship, okay? And maybe you've been going back and forth, but I feel like you coming to a decision. I heard finalizing something, or finally you're arriving at some sort of decision here. And really what you're looking for is like support, you know, someone you can build with, you know, this very cooperative environment, Virgo. So there's some important decisions here to be made, and the encouragement is funny because it's about following your heart. Well, difficult to follow your heart when you're kind of removing yourself from your heart or detaching. Some of you are trying to approach life or approach a situation from a purely logical point of view, but this is a matter of the heart, meaning you must involve the heart as well. And there needs to be a more of a balance of the head and the heart as well, as there seems to be some sort of disconnect here. But it's like, there's so many reasons to feel good. Okay, so many reasons. Why focus on the one reason you have to feel bad? Does that make any sense to you? You know what I mean? Like, some of you, there's a very supportive decision coming through, maybe a partnership that's about to make you very happy, or something coming through partnerships that is allowing you to achieve something here that makes you very happy. So let's go a little bit further. Let's see. Ooh. Oh my gosh, there's the Ace of Wands again, paired with the Five of Swords. Man, didn't I say that this rebirth card reminded me of the Tower, and then bada boom, bada bing. I know a Virgo that says that all the time. It's my boyfriend, actually. He says that all the time. Anyways, there's the Tower. That was my point. You have the rebirth card and then the Tower. I knew that was going to come out. And then the Five of Cups. So, wow, Virgo. Whoa. There's something here that is draining you, that is ailing you, that may even have an impact on your physical health, which physical health is nothing but a reflection of your mental well-being, your mental state, right? And I know that there's all different kinds of schools of thought about what you can do to improve physical health, but the primary thing that you can do is to correct the mental space, okay? Or to clear that space, to rid yourself. Well, you can never completely rid yourself, but to reduce the amount of negative thinking that you allow, the amount of negative content that you're watching. You know, the mind is a powerful thing, and it definitely has the ability to cause illness in the body. So it's like more important now than ever to give yourself a mental vacation. You know what I mean? Like a mental break. Or I heard the word staycation. Some of you just like need a few days off to chill and hang out and reconnect with what makes you feel good. But there's something here that I feel like you've been down and out about, and there's this huge shift coming in that situation, a huge change, and bada boom, bada bing. I will say that again. Here's the Ace of Wands, which you also had up here. So 2 repeating cards, where whatever this is, it transforms into something that's actually very inspirational, that's actually very exciting, okay? As long as you don't be your own worst enemy. Now, some of you, there's a big shift coming. There's something exciting, but also there's this naysaying going on as well, whether that's coming from others outside of you, or it's coming from yourself. And usually it's both, because usually you only attract naysayers when you are yourself naysaying, because you attract what you are. And it could be even naysaying yourself, not being kind to yourself, and then you attract that out of other people. But it's a sense of like, hold on a second. There's a blue flag here. I'm sorry, hold on. I don't usually look this deep into the card, but for some reason I saw the 2 of Swords in the background and a blue flag. So it's like, you're uncertain about something that you want, Virgo. There's something you want, and you know you want it, and you feel really drawn towards it. But then at the same time, you're not really certain if that really is what you want. And the universe says, make up your mind, or we will make it up for you with divine intervention. Either way, you know, you're going to get something out of this that is good for you, because all is always working out for you. as it is everyone. But it's like praying for change and wanting change and fearing it at the same time. That's the blockage. When in reality, all that you want is getting ready to come together. Like, they're giving me the song, something like, oh, what's my heart doing that? Everyone come together right now. So it's like things are coming together, whether you can perceive it that way or not, is kind of on you, right? So let me get one card. What is this that's coming together? Also, this does talk about outings, social gatherings, meeting up with your friends, you know, getting out a little bit more. Here you are, the King of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like things are working out for you. This work that you're doing on yourself is paying off in a really big way. And it's like the Spirit wants you to be excited about whatever is coming through, but there's an amount of skepticism here or fear around that, and that's what you're being asked to release. So let's get the guidance, and then we're going to go into the you versus them portion of the reading. You have the card of let go and trust. So this says, while your logical mind is dictating a clear direction, your soul's inner guidance is urging you to follow an alternative path. The logical path may be one that you consider safe and familiar, but you could be missing out on a boundless opportunity. Isn't that crazy? I just got done saying you're trying to use your logical mind, but whatever is coming through is actually requiring for you to use a different part of you. And what did they highlight? The heart chakra. Can you see that? And then let go. Once you let go of the outcome, you're going to be able to release all the emotional constraints that have held you back. Trust in the higher good and guidance of Spirit, as it has your best intentions at heart. Wow, 2 great guidance cards there for you, Virgo. Very interesting start. We're going to go into the you versus them portion of the reading now, so I'll see you in just a second. And welcome back. So, Virgo, we're going to go into the you versus them. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. It's a general reading, so feel free to reverse the roles, guys, and let's go ahead and get started. So, Virgo, first card out is the second house of assets, which is interesting because in the spiritual portion of the reading, it also talked about your home, real estate, assets, and here it is again. This highlighting your material world, your possessions, but also what are you good at? What are your natural talents? How do you feel about yourself? Do you feel worthy, Virgo? Because you are worthy. And it's like getting into a space of allowing yourself to feel the worth. And I also heard the value that you bring to the table. All right, so let's see. Your overall crowning energy is the Knight of Cups, which is all about spirituality and love. And whoa, Ace of Cups. So this is a beautiful energy to begin with. This is all about love, being in love, overflowing with love. That's the person you're connecting with. It certainly may be in love with you, Virgo, or vice versa. The Knight of Cups is talking about feeling in more of your intuitive self, your emotional self, your feminine energy, even if you're a male, right? So both showing up in like this loving space, which I am adoring. But let's go further and see. Virgo, we're going to look at your recent past and what led up to the now, how you're both perceiving each other in the current energy, how you feel underneath it all, and big picture. So let's see. Oh, I don't know why is my heart palpitating like that. 2 of Pentacles. I'm having heart flutters, guys. 8 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles. Wow. So Virgo, in the past, you know, you may have been going back and forth and feeling kind of on the fence or on guard about the connection, but I feel like you have since worked on yourself and it's kind of opened you up a little bit more to explore possibilities, right? To expand yourself, to be also more receptive, but also more giving in connections or with others. So I feel like this is something that has taken you a while to kind of work on within yourself, where maybe in the far past you may have been, you know, quick to like put your guard up or quick to come to defense about something. So let's see this person's recent past, the Hermit. High Priestess, the Six of Cups, the Page of Swords. So whoever you're connecting with, Virgo, this person has, I have to breathe for a second. They're learning you. They're learning about you. This person may have known you from the past, but they're still learning new things about the connection. But it could also be, if you didn't know this person in the past, that they've learned from their past. I feel like this person's done an immense amount of reflection, of connecting with their own intuition, of putting the puzzle pieces together. This might be someone who had, you know, a similar past to you as well, or has some sort of similarities when it comes to that. But I feel like this person has broadened themselves. Like they have not become a victim of the past. Instead, they have let it teach them, right? They have taken the knowledge from whatever they've been through and they've processed it. And I feel like it's made this person more aware, right? Or more connected with their intuition. Also, this may represent that, like literally, quite literally, this person knows you from the past and may feel very intuitively connected to you. So let's go into the current energy and see how you are perceiving each other. How do you see this person? How does Virgo see this person? Elusive. It's the first word that I got. Elusive at times, and then overly direct at other times. So it's a bit of a yin-yang going on here. I feel like you see this person as someone that is responsible, that you know, has invested time and energy into you, or vice versa. And there is like this holding on to the connection, or holding something near and dear to your heart, but don't hold on too tight, because I do feel, like I said in the spiritual part of the reading, like a blockage in the heart chakra. So just something to be aware of. But I definitely feel like there's this weird elusiveness around the connection, you know, and almost like a reading in between the lines type of energy. So let's see this person's perception of you. The Star, the Five of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. Whoa. Three of Cups. So, you know, it's funny because you saw this person in like two very different lights. And so they see you in the same way. Like this person feels like you're their dream come true, but you also drain the hell out of them. You know what I mean? Like this person wants to see things come together with you, but it also stresses them out, you know, like I feel this person has this very autonomous streak, and so sometimes they do have like this internal battle of like being part of a group or a part of a partnership versus kind of going on their own or doing their own thing. And I feel like hard to figure out as well. Like it could be that this person is hard to figure out, but it could also be that they feel you are hard to figure out. And I also heard hard to please. Some of them feel, you know, that you're hard to please, or it could be vice versa. Oftentimes it's both. But, you know, it's very light though, energy. It's not like they see you as a terrible person. It's just that sometimes it's like all butterflies and unicorns, and sometimes it's downright stressful, I feel. So let's go into the heart space then and see what we have coming through the heart space for Virgo. How do you feel about this person? How do you feel? How does Virgo feel? Four of Wands. Six of Swords. The Moon and the Empress. So, a lot of you feel like this could be something really stable. Like this could be a stable union that has possibilities that you can take with each other, really. Go places with each other is what I meant. If you're feminine, you feel like you could grow with this person, or some of you even grow a family. And you also feel a lot of deep emotion, I feel, for this person, very intuitively connected to them. There's a softness about this, like it hits your soft spot maybe. And it definitely makes you kind of want to put aside your differences. Like I feel like there's a lot of growth potential here in the connection. So let me see how this person is feeling towards you. Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Judgment, Temperance. So I feel like in this person's heart of heart, they're committed, right? Or there's a sense of commitment here to the connection. Dedicated is the word that I actually received. But there's a dedication here. They may just be a very dedicated person. And I feel like you bring enthusiasm, you bring happiness, passion into this person's life, and a sense of adventure, you know, a sense of belonging as well, which is really interesting to me. But they want you to let go of the judgment. Like this person may feel like you judge them too much, or you're too harsh on them, or maybe you're too harsh on yourself. You know, there's a sense that, and maybe they also have judgments about you that they need to release. Because oftentimes judgment is contagious. Have you noticed? You know what I mean? Like, usually when you're judging someone, they are also judging you, and vice versa, and you just kind of bounce off of each other. But there's something about like needing to release that patterning, because I feel this person overall is like very enthusiastic about the connection. So let's go into most likely future outcome then. The next steps, based on free will, of course, for Virgo. What is your likely next step? So, really interesting. There's some hesitancy here on your end, Virgo. Like, I feel like, maybe not hesitancy, but I feel like you want to be very careful about what you're committing yourself to and what you're dedicating yourself to. And I don't mean that in like you're a not sure way. I mean like you're a zodiac sign that you just don't give yourself away to anyone. You know what I mean? Like you're a very analytical, thoughtful zodiac sign. So it's like, see how he's holding on to this pentacle, this commitment, and he's carefully weighing it out, he, she, whatever, because it's meaningful. Like if you commit, when you commit, if you're committed, it's meaningful. And you don't want to commit to something, I feel, that exhausts you, but you do want to commit when it brings you peace. So it's like some sort of evaluation going on here. At the same time, I feel like there's so much satisfaction wanting to come through here for you, and really the message is to just kind of like chill out a little bit and let things happen naturally. And I heard Hold on a second. Only the way you can. Only the way you can. No one can love me the way you can. Something like that. It's random. Take it or leave it. What is the Ten of Swords? Hold on. Some of you exhaust yourself trying to make this person happy. You know? And it's almost like, you know, it's not really your job, and you're not even capable of really creating happiness within another person, because happiness is an inside job. It's the choice of the person on whether they want to be happy or not. So there's also this message about, well, if you can't make other people happy necessarily, certainly you can do things that please them, but you cannot insert yourself or affect long-term happiness. You may be able to affect it short-term, but it's never going to happen long-term unless that person is dedicated to their own well-being. So if you can't impact that, then what can you control? Your well-being, how good you feel, how often you want to feel in love. Those are your choices, right? And so there's this push here to prioritize your emotional well-being, and don't exhaust yourself trying to overly please this person. I'm not saying don't be kind, don't be, nice, but I am saying to reel it back in when you know it's not your job. Like if it begins to exhaust you, take a break. You know what I mean? Like, know your limits. Let's see, this person's most likely future outcome, the Hangman. Wow, the Ten of Swords. So there's definitely this ending, beginning, clearing of the energy, clearing of old karma type of vibe here. The Hangman, the Eight of Swords, the Fool. So it's funny because in the spiritual reading, I picked up a message about feeling like really excited about some sort of change or new beginning, and then at the same time being afraid of it. And what's funny is that's what the same message just came out, but it's for your cross watcher. I feel like this person is in this perpetual state of fearing what they want. Weird, right? It's almost like sometimes this person holds a perspective that's quite torturous to them, where they start fearing the worst, and it's like they want this new beginning, but they're afraid of it at the same time, yet they feel committed to it at the same time. And it's a little bit of like a tug of war here. Like this person wants to take a chance on this commitment or take a chance on this relationship, but they're afraid as well that maybe, things will not work out the way that they want it to, or that, it's all in their mind, and it's giving me heart palpitations. But there's the Tower. So it's almost like the universe is also saying to this person, and I got this message for you in the general part of the reading, like, well, if you don't decide, then universe will decide for you and take it out of your hands, so to speak. And this isn't a bad thing, but I feel like this person is manifesting. Whether they're aware of it or not, there's this huge manifestational change coming and shift coming for the both of you. That's for both of yours highest goods, nothing to fear here. But there's a fear around this. This person may even intuitively know that it's time for a change, but then they they want it, but they don't want it. They want it, but they fear it. You know what I mean? And a lot of people feel that way about big changes. But it's on their path, so they need to welcome it with open arms. So let's see what the guidance cards have to say. You have the card of Serenity. It says, the most important relationship you can have is with yourself. This is a time to honor, nurture, and love yourself by seeking out and removing negative feelings and emotions that are left over from your past. Don't let past issues and resentments interfere with your current prosperity. This person has the card of Receive. You're a kind and loving soul who reaches out and gives to others, but now it's time for you to learn how to receive. Just as with the ebb and flow of the tides, the art of giving and receiving is natural law and order. So wow, amazing reading. Wow, beautiful and to the point reading. Very clear messages. I love this for you. I'm going to leave it there for now. Zodiac signs that you may be connecting with or have in your own birth chart. I have Scorpio here, Taurus, Aries, Sagittarius, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo energy, Taurus again, and Pisces. Those are the prominent signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind it's a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Interact with this video, like it, share it, subscribe. If you're already subscribed, unsubscribe, resubscribe so you get my new notifications. Talk about me in your group chats, share my videos, help me get back into the top. I was in the top 10 for tarot, and then I kind of took a break when I went through my divorce last year, and I haven't been able to get back to the top. So help me out, guys, like for real. I super appreciate it. And check me out also on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff. If you'd like to donate, you can do so in the About section. Otherwise, I'm wishing you guys the very, very, very best. And until next time, my friends, namaste.